Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Restart Podcast. You know what? Today's episode is so awesome. And I feel like I say that every time that I am here with you all, but this one really is because I am talking to you in the closet of my new home that I just moved into about a week ago. And I'm in the dark and I could not be happier. This is absolutely what I have prayed for, what I have wanted and desired and manifested for so long. And I now have my blessing. Everything is coming into fruition as I prayed for it to and thought about my future and what I would want. And I cannot believe this is my life, y'all. This is so crazy, yet so freaking amazing. And I just want to tell you that if you are someone who, first of all, does not believe in God, I highly encourage you to follow me, to watch me on social media, because I am a true living, walking testament to God's faithfulness in my life. And there's not one person that can look at my life and hear my story and not believe in God. I will tell you that. That's the first thing. And secondly, I also want you to know that if you are someone who is currently struggling and you are in the thick of it, you are in the middle of a mess and you're upset and you're angry at the universe and you don't understand why things are happening to you, you're confused, you are wondering, why me? What did I do to deserve this? Am I going to get out of this? When will I get out of this? Is struggle going to define my entire life? I am here to also tell you to follow me and watch my stories on social because I have been that person. I have been there. I know exactly what you're going through. I know exactly how mad you are. I know exactly the tears that you're crying, that you're trying to hold it together for the public, and in private you're just falling apart. I know what that's like. I know what it's like to live paycheck to paycheck, and even more so, dollar to dollar, cent to cent, going to the gas station, barely having $5 worth of gas to put in the car. I know what that's like. Going to the grocery store, checking the debit card balance before I check out, hoping that I didn't go over. Trust me, been there, done that. I know how that feels. Wondering, will this ever change? Am I ever going to get out of this situation? And I titled this podcast, Is There a Test That You Need to Pass? What test do you need to pass in order for that change to come into your life? And I'm going to just use this episode to talk about from a God perspective, but if you're someone who doesn't believe in God, then relate it to the universe or signs or circumstances that happen, coincidences, because everything in life has a test that we need to pass in order to be promoted to the next level. What that level is, we don't yet know. When we're in the middle of our problem, we don't know what God is preparing us for up ahead. We don't know how that problem, that circumstance, that situation, that stressor that you think is just going to take you out is preparing you for the greater good that God or the universe has for you down the road. And God may be saying to you, you know what? In order for you to understand what's up ahead, in order for you to be empathetic and relate to others, in order for you to have sympathy, in order for you to truly understand where people are coming from, you got to go through this shit first. You got to go through the mud in order to get to the other side. Because when I do take you to that next level, only after you go through it and you come out of it will you be able to truly help others walk in your purpose and truly succeed, right? If you never go through anything, how can you expect to understand how others feel, what others are facing? And it doesn't mean that we have to go through the exact same things that other people do, but a lot of times God is setting us up for the greater good, for our true purpose and our true destiny. So, my question to you today is, what test do you need to pass in order to be promoted? Is it the test of endurance? Is God saying to you, you know what? I know that you've been struggling with your finances for a year, but you got to endure a little while longer. You got to struggle a little while longer because in the future, I'm going to have you work with people who are also living paycheck to paycheck, who don't understand how to budget, who don't know how to get out of debt. I am choosing you to be the one to help them through that. But first, you got to endure. You got to know exactly how it feels to wake up and not know if you're going to be able to eat that day, right? In order to help others. Is it that you need to pass the test of faithfulness to your partner? Are you tempted to cheat? Are you tempted to step out of your marriage or stray in your relationship? And God is testing you with all the temptations, all the desires, all the lust of the flesh. But God says, I want you to remain strong because down the road, I'm setting you up to help other couples who are exactly in your same boat. Is that the test you need to pass? Do you need to pass the test of patience with your children? As a parent, are you able to be the single mom who endures to the end? And you say, why me, God? Why can't I meet somebody? Why can't you bring my person, my partner into my life? And God says, because I'm preparing you for the future. I'm preparing you to help other women in your same situation that will be put in your path because they need to know that you overcame the teenage years, that you overcame the struggle of a single parent. So they can look at you and also know that they're going to make it as well. Is that the test you need to pass? Do you need to pass the test of perseverance, maybe with your weight and your body image? Maybe you're trying to lose weight and you're on a path where, man, you're just stuck at the same weight, and no matter what you do, no matter what you eat or don't eat, or how much you exercise, you can't get the weight off. But God says, endure, persevere, keep going, because down the road, I'm going to put you in position to show others that if they also keep going, they will get to their ideal body size. They will drop that weight. So, is the test of perseverance in your future? Do you need to pass the test of your faith? Maybe you're a struggling Christian, or maybe you are someone who does not yet have a personal relationship with God, and you've got a lot of questions and a lot of doubt, and you're wondering, I'm not sure God even exists, but I feel like he does, or he's shown me in the past that he's come through, but this time he's just taking his sweet time and nothing is changing and nothing is happening. I wonder if there even is a God. And God in the universe says, hold on, wait for me. My timing is perfect. My thoughts are above your thoughts. My ways are above your ways. And so Maybe you need to pass the test of faith so that you too can help others who are doubters, who will be put in your path to talk to have a conversation with about spirituality. So I could go on and on and on, you guys, but the point is, if you are currently in the thick of it, ask yourself, what test do I need to pass? What is this teaching me? Because we all have a reason and a purpose for the things that we're going through. But first, God wants us to get through it. God wants us to pass it. And when we do, and God won't tell us when that is, but when we do, and the time is right, and God says, okay, my child, my friend, you've passed. Now you're ready to be promoted. Now you're going to see why I had you go through what you did. And when you get to that point, you're going to be so happy, my friend, that you stayed the course. So if you are currently facing a situation where it's hard and you don't know where the way out is, if there even is a way out, endure to the end, pass the test, and you will get promoted. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'm so happy that you were here for this episode of the Restart Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and review. And join us next time right here each Sunday for the Restart Podcast. That's all for me, guys. Have a great week ahead, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.